Hey everybody, if you are joining me, we are going to be working on some more reading skills. We have been practicing our vowel consonant E patterns, and up until this point, we have practiced I, consonant E, and we've learned that with these, my 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, and U, if they are followed by a consonant, which we know is any other letter of the alphabet, and a silent E is at the end, that E is going to jump over the consonant, be silent, and make the vowel say its long sound. So I consonant E, the I would say I. With a consonant E, the E would jump over the consonant, and this would make the A sound. And then last week, we practiced the O consonant E sound, where the E jumps over the consonant and the O makes the O sound. Next week, we'll be practicing U consonant E, but before we do that, we're going to go back and make sure we don't forget any of the previous patterns. So we're going to do a little A consonant E review today. So what we're actually going to start with is just a quick little sort. I have a set of words here, some that have the A consonant E and some that do not. And we're going to sort them by short A, like in cap, and long A, like in ska-ate. So let's start up top. First word, I don't have any silent E here at the end, so this is going to be the A sound, snap. So I can sort that right underneath here. I'm going to come across the row. And here I see that E at the end, so it's jumping over the consonant K, becoming silent, and making the A say A. So ache is an A consonant E word. And I can cross it off. Here I have hand. I can cross it off. Here, clam. And then here I have jack. So I have several in this first row that do not have that silent E pattern. So I'm going to come to the second row. I have the word tramp, tramp. So I can add that here. But now, as I come to this next word, I see the E at the end. So it's going to jump over that consonant, become silent, and make the A sound. So save, save. Okay, now I want you to take a second, maybe pause the video. We have these next 3 words here. 1, 2, 3. Can you sort them? And then let's compare. So if you paused and you made your own sort, what I should have seen was the word had in the short A column. See my silent E here at the end, jumping over a consonant. So that's going to be rake, rake. And then the last one, gap. No silent E, so it's going to have the A sound. So let's look at the words that we have right now. Snap, hand, clam, jack, tramp, had, and gap. All under that short A sound. And under my A consonant E, I have take, save, and rake. Now what I'm going to do is I'll leave this sheet on Dojo for you guys, and it'll be nice and neat. It won't have the crossouts on it. Go ahead and see, can you sort this last or these last 2 rows right here? And can you sort them under the short A or the A consonant E? So you can finish this activity and it'll be on Dojo. Because what I would like to do is now spend a little bit of time reading a text that has these these A consonant E sounds, these long A sounds. And today we're going to read a story called A Cake at the Lake. And we've done passages like this before where we're going to read it once, and I'll also post it on Dojo, and you can try to read it 2 more times to build your fluency with these types of words. We're going to read it. We're going to look at some questions on the bottom and make sure that we're going back in the passage to find our answers. And then I will leave one question available for you to do on Dojo. So let's get reading. A cake at the lake. Cake at the lake. Dave and Jake went to the lake. Jane was at the lake too. Jane's mom gave her a cake to take to the lake. Dave, Jake, and Jane looked for a place to have cake. They found a cave. They got out of the sun in the shade of the cave. They put the cake on plates and ate. You could see frosting on Jake's face. So I read it one time, so I get to color in one of these smileys. Now, this passage has lots of these great A consonant E words. I mean, just look at the title. I've got cake, where I see that E jumping over the K to make the long A sound. I've got lake in the title. And just as I skim and scan, I mean, look at the names. Dave has that A consonant E. Jake has that A consonant E. I've got words like take following the pattern. Another name, Jane, has that A consonant E, where we get the long A sound. I even have words that have other patterns we've practiced. Here I see the SH, but I also see the A consonant E. I get shade. So we have several words. So if you'd like to look through the text and find some of your own, feel free. But I want to look now at these questions. So we have 3 questions. Who went to the lake? What did Jane take to the lake? Why did they eat cake in the cave? So we are going to work on question 1 and actually let's do 1 and 3. So I will leave this question here open on Dojo for you guys to do. So number 1, who went to the lake? Well, let's go back in the passage and let's check. Dave and Jane went to the lake. Jane was at the lake too. So I have Dave and Jane went to the lake, but I also have Jane there as well. So Dave and Jake seem to go together and Jane is already there. Now, I can't just write Dave, Jake, Jane, period. Complete sentence. Who is the sentence about? What is that person or thing doing? Capital letters at the beginning, period at the end. So I can say Dave, got my capital letters, and these are important to capitalize because they're also names. Jake and Jane went to the, and I'm going to squeeze it in right down here, lake. I've got my period, and I'll go back and reread and make sure it makes sense. Dave, Jake, and Jane went to the lake. All right, let's look at number 3. Why did they eat cake in a cave? So let's see if we can find that information. Jane's mom gave her a cake to take to the lake. Dave, Jake, and Jane looked for a place to have cake. So they're trying to find somewhere where they can eat this cake. They found a cave. They got out of the sun in the shade of the cave. So it seems like they wanted to get out of the sun and be in the shade to eat. So I want to make this sentence into my own words. So why did they eat cake in the cave? Well, who am I talking about? I have to say who the sentence is about. They, and what are they doing? Ate in the cave to get out of the sun and in the shade. Period. They ate in the cave to get out of the sun and in the shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this sheet, just as a reminder on Dojo. You can make your own sort just by making a T-chart. putting the short A, the A consonant E on one side. You will finish doing the third and the fourth row of words to sort them, since we've already done the first 2 rows. And then I will put this passage nice and clean on Dojo. Practice rereading it twice for fluency of those words. And then if you can, practice your writing skills. Can you go back in the passage? Can you correctly write the answer to number 2 in a complete sentence? Try to meet me back here next week, guys, for a live lesson if you can. If not, I will keep posting instructional videos. Have a great day.